Hey everyone, this is Quinn Carey here with Darby, the one and only. How we doing, Darby?
Doing good. How have
Uh,
you?
I'm great. How are you doing? And now just grab
Oh,
that mic next to you and just pull it up real close. There you
there
go.
we go.
Perfect.
Okay.
How we doing today, Darby?
Well, so far so good.
Yeah,
On a good, at least morning.
yeah.
And how about
Good.
you? How about
Oh,
you?
not too bad. Things are busy as always, as you know. I've been super busy up here, but it's happy to finally get you in the studio and happy to have a chance to sit down and talk with you a little bit. It's been we've been wanting to get this going for a while, and we finally have a chance to do it here
That's
today.
what it seems like. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, good. So I know
Mhm.
that there's a lot going on in your world, and I have a
Okay.
couple things that I want to touch on. But let's
Okay.
start with maybe one of the more interesting things about you, Darby. You're a singer and a songwriter. Is that correct?
Yes, that's really true.
Yeah. So tell me a
Mhm.
little bit about what you like to write about, some of your favorite songs that you've written, and just walk me through that process.
That'd be no problem. Well, first of all, I was only 8 when I came up with my first song.
Hmm.
I know the name of the song.
Yeah.
It's called "If I Had a Wish."
Nice. If I had a wish. And
Like,
what's that about?
and that song's all about if I had only one wish.
Hmm.
Think about it, if you only had one wish to pick, what
Right.
would that be?
Yeah.
So I took that idea and turned it into a song where I have a little doubt in my mind
Hmm.
of where it's going to lead,
Nice.
and it's like when I made that song, I feel like it made it sound like it's part of who I am, how I was, and how I'm feeling through my life
Yeah.
kind of story. And I always been big on dreams and
Yeah.
wishes. I was creative of that pretty
Nice.
much. And it was hoping to help me point to the dream I always wanted to have. And I didn't know it was going to be being a director for Disney because
Mm.
I can do all kinds of great things for them.
Yeah.
Because the song I had, like, had lots of art,
Yeah.
music, writing, and singing and dancing and stuff like that.
Right.
So yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, if there's one
Mhm.
thing I know about you, you're a dreamer and a doer, Darby. So when you have ideas, you go after it and you make it happen. So what kind of inspires you when you're doing your songwriting, and maybe what are some of your favorite bands or artists that have influenced you?
Ooh, I'm glad you asked.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the very first TV series I watched was back when my grandma was more around with
Mm-hmm.
my mom and my sister. We all watched Murder She Wrote, so probably goes to Angela Lansbury
Gotcha.
because she inspired me to write my own mysteries.
Oh, very cool.
She has a novel kind of book
Yeah.
with a group,
Mm-hmm.
which was a lot of fun.
That's great.
There's that. What inspired me for the song stuff
Yeah.
was mainly that I had all kinds of things to think about when I was growing up.
Yeah.
One of them was creating a wish
Oh yeah.
kind of thing, and see where that will lead me because it reminds me of how that would lead
Mm-hmm.
in, into all these different songs they came up with different titles like "Personal You Got Me on the Go"
Oh yeah.
was one of them, and that
Right.
was I just seen really a bebop kind of song.
Gotcha.
Something where it'd be like, "You got me on the go, you got me on the go," kind of feeling that
Yeah.
really sets the mood
Sure.
for that. And yeah, and because of that song I told you about, it connects
Gotcha.
to several of the songs I actually created over the years,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, of other stuff like Magic. Here's a real big one that was one of my best ones I ever did called "Magic is in the Air."
Ooh, that sounds. Is that one of the ones that I've seen? I know you've
I
given me
think
a
so.
couple that
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
read through. You probably gave me what, about 15 songs over the
At
couple
most, yeah.
years that we've known each other that
Yeah,
I've got to read through and see
that's
some of
right.
the behind the scenes on that, which is super cool. So, and you touched on it a little bit right there when you were just talking about that. But in addition to the singer songwriter, you also are just a pure writer, and you like to write some sort of short novels and stuff, as I understand it. So, tell me a
Mm-hmm.
little bit more about that and some of the work you've done, just straight writing.
Yes, I glad you asked that. Well, first of all, I started when I was at a young age.
Mm-hmm.
I went to school about when I was 2.
Okay.
Well,
You
first of all,
started real early, yeah.
my dad was in the service for a while. Then
Gotcha.
we had to go to different states, and we playing in Virginia when I was 2. Then I went to school
Nice.
in Willow Springs. And the
Gotcha.
first class I took from there was music. The first
Okay.
instrument I ever picked up was the xylophone.
Oh yeah, the
Oh,
xylophone.
oh yeah,
Nice.
that was like my main
Yeah.
instrument because I did great on it.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And
That's
when
hard
the
to play.
teacher complimented on it
Yeah.
and saying, "Wow, how did you learn that already?"
You picked it up quick. That's when you know
Exactly.
you got the musical talent in your
And
bones.
I think that's where it all started from
Gotcha.
that. Yeah,
Very nice. And what do you? I know it's a lot of mystery type novels, right? That you write.
that's correct.
Is that correct?
I did had a mystery group
Mm-hmm.
at the time
Yeah.
where we did have assembly once, and we got the trophy for one of the mysteries that we did,
Yeah.
which is the Cynthia Johnson's Mystery Castle.
Gotcha.
The second one that came in for us was the Ping Pong Palmer case.
Uh-huh.
That's popular in Spokane
Right.
as well, and
Very cool.
it built from there, and we had a lot of fun.
That's
So
awesome.
yeah.
And you're a great writer. He's helped me out with several projects. Remember, it was either last summer or 2
Oh yeah,
summers
I
ago, and
remember
we had
that.
some
Yeah,
expo stuff happening, and
exactly.
you had helped me transcribe a lot of stuff. So that was very helpful, and that came in handy for me,
This
which
was
is awesome.
one of my great times in my life.
Yeah.
I did
Yeah.
that with you. Yeah,
Yeah, that was super. That was a fun summer. Expo 74 was a fun summer for us so that was
absolutely.
last summer,
Busy
obviously.
about the crane
Yeah,
that got crowned.
that's right.
But yeah.
Yeah, we had all that going on, which
Mhm.
is super cool. And now, Darby, I just want to touch on real quick
Okay.
before we keep going. I just want to give the audience just a sense of you've been with the company with KHQ for how many years?
23 years.
23 years. And as far as I know, and I've only been here for about 4 years, but I've seen you with your hands kind of in all sorts of different projects
That's right.
around the building and
Correct.
between sales and
Right.
marketing and different stuff. What is kind of your favorite areas to work in here, and what are some of the coolest projects that you've had a chance to work with?
Ooh, no, there's a good big question.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're about the first to ask me that.
Oh yeah,
First time.
Yeah.
Actually. Well, I would say sales is one of them because I do have background history, a good history of doing sales.
yeah.
Because I was about 10,
Mm-hmm.
around 8,
Nice.
when I first got into sales stuff.
Gotcha. Okay. So once again, a young age, you started
That's right. That's
selling people, and
Yep.
what were you selling? Lemonade, or was it?
No.
Yeah.
The
you-
first thing I actually saw was from one of the schools I was in at the time,
Uh-huh.
where we were selling candles. That have,
Oh, very cool.
you know, flavors.
Gotcha. Okay.
Actually, so yeah.
Oh, cool. So you started that, and then
Mhm.
that led you here, and you help out with a lot of sales projects
That's
here with
correct.
Eric Jordan and
Yep,
some of our other
right.
sales folks, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
And I think I did one with Molly.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
They, unfortunately, too bad she's no longer around for it.
Right. Yeah. She's one of the ones that unfortunately left, but that
Right.
happens too, as I'm sure you've seen in your
Well,
23
I
years.
couldn't
There's
say
some
goodbye to
turnover.
her because I watched her program
Oh yeah.
actually because of Quincy.
Oh okay. Nice.
But the project I did with her was I was looking up every aspect of what we're looking for in sales.
Yeah.
I not talking about bringing people in or out.
Mm-hmm.
It's more of what steps they're hoping to go for, make major sale profits
Gotcha.
in a way
Okay.
because there's certain styles of it like heavy on the electronics and
Yeah.
who knows what else.
Right.
In a grocery store that I'm glad I brought that one up because
Yeah.
I know that's just on my Ralphie,
Okay.
a corner grocery store.
Yeah.
And matter of fact, there was a corner grocery store back in Fairfax where I grew up.
Oh, okay. Back in Virginia.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Very fun. So you've been around this. You've been doing this pretty much since you were a child, and
Pretty
you were
much,
pretty
yeah.
much born to do this, Darby. Is what
Exactly,
what
yeah.
I'm hearing.
Especially we're doing the news.
Yeah.
I did the weather once.
Did you really?
I actually did, yeah.
Wow. So you're gonna give Leslie Lowe a run for her job.
I was like, but I don't want
Yeah.
her to lose her job for that.
No, of
so.
course not. Yeah, Leslie's the
yeah.
best, but no, that's
Well,
I'm sure you'd be a welcome
that's
addition.
horrible because I always hit right on the button for the
Yeah,
weather. All
you
the
always
time
get it?
because I play at the surveys and then all kinds of things. So yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
Mm.
Well, I want to not take up too much of our time. Just we got to make sure we stay within our
Mhm.
time frames. But I
That's
do
right.
want to end with at least this. This is sort of sad news, but it's definitely breaking news, and I thought no better person to kind of come in here and talk about it. You were giving me some background information, but the PACE program,
That's correct.
it sounds like it is going away. given the current administration and some choices that are being made. And obviously that directly impacts you since that's going to force you to have to finish up your class load and everything else so that
That's
you're
also true. Yeah.
going to get that
hmm
done and be away from us for a couple weeks or a couple months while you get that finished up
Well,
till
the whole
June. And then,
seminar, so to speak, is
gotcha.
we
Yeah.
they do like quarters,
Gotcha. Okay.
so to speak, or we like I said, semester. The word I was looking for.
Gotcha. Okay. So per
Actually, and
semester. So you're going to finish
yeah,
out this semester. Is that correct? Through June.
I'm really hoping so. Yeah,
And then you'll hopefully be back to join us on Wednesday. Is that correct?
exactly. That's the plan.
Gotcha. Okay. Good.
And I think a lot of it is about I want to save the program
Yeah.
from closing.
Right.
Is what I was telling people at certain groups I'm part of, like my church group I'm part of, and
Mm-hmm.
as well as Page Through Six and a few other places I'm part of.
Yeah.
I haven't told Meals on Wheels yet, but I should let them know at least. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And now I just want to ask you from your personal perspective, because there's nobody better to ask, what does the PACE program mean? How much has it impacted you? And how important has that been for you? Because I know this is a really terrible thing for a lot of people that this is going away.
Well, to inspire people with that question, thank you for asking that.
Mm-hmm.
I won't take too long.
Oh, you're fine.
Well, I gotta be friends with some other students.
Mm-hmm.
Not many, but some. One of them was Jenna that works here
Okay.
in
Oh, yeah.
accounting.
Yep.
I know her son in Pace actually.
Oh, nice. Okay.
He was
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah.
And I've been part of Pace for 20 some years,
Mm-hmm.
and I was one of the few that started the whole program.
Wow. You're
Actually,
one of the ones on the ground floor starting it off.
that's right.
Yeah.
With Kelly Long being the head leader,
Gotcha.
and there were 6 students that followed her
Oh,
to
okay.
get the program more underway.
Gotcha.
This was a great thing, and since it's closing, that means that it'll lay on us to get more reopened.
Gotcha.
As it were, because I can see why I would say that, because the ones that start the program should at least acknowledge the fact that they need to save their own company
Mm-hmm.
and build it back up and
Right.
stuff like that. And of course, I could give a lot of honor to Tyler. This is Tyler that's
Uh-huh.
in the group.
Oh, yeah.
So the best way I can describe him is short, brownish, orangey hair.
Uh-huh.
I don't know his last name,
Right.
but I kind of give him a lot of honor because I found out his family actually worked on the campus before it was an actual campus.
Oh, really?
Actually, yeah,
So he's been there. Tyler's
Oh,
been
yeah.
there since even before you were there.
exactly,
Wow. Yeah. So really from the ground floor for him.
exactly.
Oh,
And
that's
I
awesome.
thought it would be a great idea to honor him for that
Yeah.
because he did a lot for Pace
Right.
as well, besides what I kind of helped out with and
Right.
stuff like that. So yeah.
Well, I know that you've done a ton for them and
Mhm.
helped to make that program what it is today, and we're incredibly grateful for the amount of time that we've, and me in particular, have been very grateful for the time we've got to spend with you here. And I'm sad
Absolutely.
that the next
Mhm.
couple weeks you won't be in on Wednesdays, but I'm
That's right.
very excited for mid June. Hopefully, get you back here, have everything all squared away, and then we'll.
And I myself follow up this. The reason I give Pace a lot of credit,
Mhm.
and the big reason why I like being part of it is making friends.
Sure.
Yes, and some of the classes I really liked over the years.
Yeah.
Um, and there was 2 teachers that helped me out a whole lot.
Yeah.
There's some of their side teachers.
Okay.
That should be also honored
Yeah.
as well because they deserved it. Yes, that was just Dorney and Ms. Rim, or I'm not sure how to pronounce his last name,
Gotcha.
where they did a lot of great stuff for people with disabilities. See,
Yeah.
so it's like, oh, having a disability, and they know how hard it is for them to learn
Sure.
because it doesn't seem like 3 times just get it right off the bat, but they do have patience for them, as I'm saying,
Yeah.
and I really like to thank them for doing a lot of great things for them because, well, here's another thing that I also did with Jeff
Mhm.
Dorney, where we were the first 2 that helped create the group called the Pacers.
Oh, that's
And so-
awesome. That's a funny.
and-
That's great.
And that's one of the funnest things I did because I
Yeah.
wanted to be a coach for them.
Nice. What did you coach?
I helped them coach basketball for
That's
one,
awesome. Yeah,
which is great.
that's great.
And Pacers is a great thing. One of the great things that they actually did.
Yeah,
They're trying to keep it separate from the PACE program
right.
since it's a separate thing.
Gotcha.
Um, which is okay and all, but on the last day they should at least talk about how much fun they had on the Pacers team because not everybody's gonna be around for it.
Right.
This thing and yeah, the, and it's really worth the effort for kids to be together,
Yeah.
get to know each other, and being on the Pacers team is a great thing
Yeah.
as well. And mainly, one of the things about Pace is that that's the first place that I ever thought about. This is
Mhm.
one of the highest classes I recommend,
Oh yeah.
even though it's really popular in Pace,
Mhm.
called Pace Has Talent.
Oh yeah.
You ever heard that America's Got Talent?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So they took that
Yeah.
idea,
Yep.
changed it to Pace Has Talent.
That's awesome.
Uh,
So
and I thought, oh my gosh, I was so excited for that. I
yeah.
can't wait. And I jumped on it as soon as I got back from my 3-time off session, hosted by Kelly, because I
Yeah.
was in part way to graduate at the time.
Gotcha.
And I thought, this is great. I
Yeah.
actually met the first y'all that ran it.
Mhm.
And I think they deserve a lot of credit for that because
Absolutely.
they don't really have that kind of stuff for people with disabilities normally. And
Right.
this is like the first time that they actually did that, which is great because people with disabilities have a lot of talent,
Mhm.
a lot of great things to share about their life stories, and they can pick a talent that they want to share
Yeah.
and share it to probably the world. They are going to be on live TV. I helped with that as well
Yeah.
the one
That's
time,
awesome.
and it was a lot of fun because I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
And that's one of the great things is my primary goal is I'll be a director for Disney.
Oh, it's awesome.
It's been that way for a long time, ever since my teenage years.
Gotcha. Okay.
And I think that would be the best idea for me because I'm
Yeah.
used to directing. I'm used to making musical movies and
Right.
making books and stuff.
Yeah.
It totally fits in where I'm going in my life right now. So yeah.
That's awesome. Well, and just major shout out to those teachers and professors. It's awesome
Mhm.
community building for you and just for our Spokane community. And again, just what an awesome way to showcase the talents. And again, people we've talked before, people with disabilities doesn't mean anything is wrong with them or anything like that. It just means that their maybe way of learning or opportunities that they have are just a little bit different. And so having that opportunity to showcase the talents that you have, which we've seen on full display here at KHQ, it's really just an awesome opportunity. And I'm really thankful for you and
But
grateful that you had that
I'm glad you
experience.
mentioned that. And it reminds me of a episode from Saved by the Bell,
Mm-hmm.
all called Model.
Okay.
I can't remember the full title.
Mm-hmm.
Where I figure people have to live up to a perfect model in life.
Yeah.
For me, it was Jim Henson.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Because,
Our Muppet Man.
oh yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
I kind of pick on that song.
Yeah.
Am I a man or a Muppet? Meant
Mhm.
a whole lot to me.
Sure.
He has had a interesting story behind that as well.
Okay. That's
And I did a short while doing puppetry a little bit.
yeah.
With stock puppets,
Right.
almost like Jim Henson's, but not
Yeah.
100% though.
Right.
But I actually made sock puppets like Kermit, Bonzo, Scooter, and or ones like that
Right.
because I was heavily involved with the Muppet stuff.
Yeah.
That was one of the things, and
That's great.
I always got into directing a lot, and I did some activities, some out here,
Yeah.
or where I got to be in several plays, like the Tony Tino wedding was one,
Gotcha. Okay.
and the
Very
boys
fun.
next door,
Yeah.
or something like that. Yeah.
Oh, that's incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's awesome. And we're getting close to our time, but I'll
Okay.
end on just a couple things. First, before I give you a last word, I need to hear, because you're a big movie guy, what would you say your top 3 or just a handful of your favorite movies are
Ooh, that's a
of
tough.
all time?
Well, I have to say that's a tough question.
Yeah.
And once again, this is the first time anybody dared to ask me that question. I always have a hard time picking
Yeah.
down to 3.
I figured you
to
might.
5.
You know so many.
Right. So I think one of them I had to say is a big one.
Mm-hmm.
That I really like. That was well, but Senate. They
Okay.
heard of the Princess Bride.
Oh yeah. Oh
That's
yeah.
one of my
It's a
top
great movie.
favorite three
Yeah.
because I like how they told the story, how
Mhm.
it all attached together, and
Yeah.
they had a lot of fun, goofy parts, and
Right.
it's really interesting, how they pull that kind of movie off.
All
They're
together.
on being a book,
Right.
and and the guy that was doing it did a lot of things, and that was Martin being Colombo.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Oh, I like a lot of things he actually did, and that's one of the three
Nice.
series I watched with my mom and like
Gotcha.
that.
Very cool.
So this one is believe it or not, is called "Hey a Movie" from the Great Mother Caper.
Okay.
And
I haven't seen that one.
well, that
But
song was one of my inner songs. I
gotcha. Oh,
enjoy
okay.
that song. It has a lot of oppressions for the
Nice.
face.
Gotja.
Anyway, oh yeah,
Which is
there's a sing that.
yeah.
It's a popular song,
Okay.
and it's also on the CD that I
Mhm.
own.
Nice.
I can't remember the name of it, but
Gotcha.
yeah, it's well presented, and it's a really great song because it makes you feel like, hey, we are living in a movie.
Yeah.
I
Right.
think that that one song that Tarzan of the Mud movie
Uh-huh.
was right.
Yeah.
Saying life is like a movie.
Yeah.
Keep
It's like
believing and stuff like
right.
that. It really sets the mood of a lot of people right there
Yeah.
because it's telling them, oh, every day is like a movie.
That's right.
Every day's different.
Yep. Well, I would say, Darby, I would say that your life is like a movie.
Hmm.
You've done a lot and had a lot of experiences, and we've got just about 1 minute here, so I want to give you
Well,
the stage. How would any closing remarks, anything you want to say before we end
the
here?
last song we
Oh
talking
yeah,
about that
sorry.
up.
Yeah.
I have to say, well, I had a hard time picking the last one,
Uh-huh.
first of all, and I had to take that down to Kenny Rogers, where he did
Okay.
a little song called "Love Will Lift It Me,"
Oh, okay.
because he had, he had a nice sweet voice to
Yeah.
it, where he sounded like it was a melody, and
Gotcha.
as he sing, "Love will always protect me."
Yeah.
Same thing. This is a great feel to have,
Yeah.
and it's like a carrying song,
That's great.
and that's why I like that. So
Yeah.
yeah,
So from Kenny Rogers to Princess Bride to Jim Henson, that's
yeah.
those are some of Darby's favorites right there.
Well, that's not a song, not a movie, but
Yeah. Right. You're right.
so
That's
last movie I had to pick would have been like, oh, this is a rare movie that I recommend for anybody there to watch. So they had Disney Plus.
uh-huh.
It's called Mickey, Donald, and Goofy, the Three Musketeers.
Oh,
It's the
interesting.
most funnest one ever watched. I recommend it.
Yeah.
It shares a big stardom
Uh-huh.
because it shows a lot of great stuff.
That's great.
But so my last comment is I recommend the Save the Pace program
Yep.
because it's one of the best programs that's out there right now. I
Absolutely.
know it'll hit images as well,
Yeah.
which is not a great thing.
Right.
Because we can do is save their grant
Yeah.
so they can continue on. And I think Pace really deserves to be still around and really help people with disabilities a lot. And there were so many classes that one of those students really like, and one of them was prep for college writing.
Mm.
And that's one of their more popular ones was the one I talked about from earlier on, Pace Has Talent.
Gotcha.
And
Excuse me.
speaking of that, like I mentioned, prep for college,
Mm-hmm.
I have one person from my family,
Yeah.
Nate Harrington,
Uh-huh.
where he is actually doing that as a job.
Wow, really?
Actually.
Oh, that's awesome. So
This is
that's a full
great,
circle
and
moment.
that kind of
Yeah.
helps me a lot because
Sure.
now they have that in Pace. I was like, oh my god,
Yeah, what a great
Rachel,
resource.
wait here. Harrington, here's this.
Yeah. That's
And
awesome.
the only other things I can say for now
Mhm.
is that I had an amazing background career
Yeah.
that started from when I was 7 years old way
Mhm.
up to the age of 19.
Wow.
And when I moved out here, it was about the end of my teens.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the year after, I just turned 20 years old.
Wow. Yeah.
And
so-
I was about 23 when I went to Images.
Gotcha.
Then I able to several jobs, and one of them was like Gonzaga for
Gotcha.
25, 23 years here, and,
Right.
and
Oh,
stuff like
that's
that.
awesome.
So yeah, and
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. You're a Spokane treasure, Darby, and we
Why, thank you.
appreciate you being here, and we're excited to get you back here. In I guess it's a couple months at this point, but I'm gonna keep saying a couple weeks because that'll make it seem like it's gonna go sooner and go quicker. So we're very
Exactly.
excited. Thanks for taking the time here this morning. I'm
My
glad we were able to
pleasure.
finally get you in here. Glad we were able to take some time here this
At
morning to
least.
have a
Mm-hmm.
chat and hear more about you and your background,
Why,
as
thank
well
you.
as just the thoughts on the PACE program, which again, we're thinking about you and all
Mm-hmm.
those impacted by the by that program going away here, and we
And
hope
the
that it
words
can
of
be
advice
saved.
to anybody out there that has a child or a friend that has a disability, I recommend to save this program once and for all, because once it's gone, it's gone.
Yeah,
Because we need more programs like that out there, or to keep everybody learning.
right.
And I'm one of those people that likes to learn.
Yep.
We have a good challenge.
And learning's a great thing, and so couldn't have said it better myself.
Why, thank you.
And Darby, just for our time's sake, we almost hit it right on the nose. So
Why, wow.
we're gonna wrap up here. But Darby, thank you again.
You're welcome.
Appreciate you coming in,
Why, thank you.
and we hope you have a great rest of your week. And then keep us updated. We're excited to have you in again when you get back and talk about your songs and all the new stuff you've been working on.
Well, thanks.
You're
And
welcome.
I feel inspired.
Yeah, good.
And
Well,
thank you for your time.
yeah, you're absolutely welcome. All right, everyone. Thanks for joining us here today. Again, this is Quinn Carey here with Darby Harrington.
Have fun.
We'll see you soon.
Mm-hmm.